Tesla full self-driving. Sorry. It's not what the name says. I want to explain it now, not for the auto geek or the person who's deep into Tesla, but for the average person who's saying, that Tesla looks like a pretty good electric car and it's got amazing self-driving. Let's go get one. Hold your horses while I explain what their self-driving really does, how to get it, and what it costs. Now, Tesla calls their technology full self-driving as a trade name, and that's pretty cheeky right on its face. I mean, there's no ambiguity there. Full self-driving. I know what that tells me, but I also know what it is and isn't, and it's not full self-driving. Now, as of this July 21 taping, when I'm in front of you now, Tesla's full self-driving is far from it. It's level 2 driver assistance. That's on a scale of 0 to 5 levels. To tell you where it sits. Those levels are defined by the SAE. It's the Global Consortium of Automotive Engineering, and they are the holder of the standards of many of the technologies that go into cars. Now, level 2 means you've got several systems working together. In the Tesla case, one that maintains speed with acceleration and braking, one that maintains distance to the car ahead or detects a pedestrian and makes sure it doesn't hit that individual or car, another one that keeps you in your lane and gradually steers around them on the freeway, and another one that lets you signal a turn signal, and that will tell the car to make a lane change. These are all impressive, but they're not singular to Tesla. General Motors has offered this on Super Cruise before Tesla and has kept pace with the Tesla innovations and refinements. So those two are very competitive. I just want you to realize that Tesla full self-driving is not this thing that is apart from the rest of the industry in its abilities. It's just not the case. It's only apart in the cheekiness of the name. Level 2 requires you maintain full mental awareness and attention on driving. That's critical. There's a bright line there. And that's a critical thing to know. Today's driver automation technology can only save you muscle effort, not mental effort, at least if you're using it properly. I focus on this because Tesla's use of the term full self-driving reminds us that words matter. Words really matter here. That phrase is potent, and it sets up something in between a vast overpromise and dangerous innuendo. In a field of automotive technology where being sober and accurate is exceedingly important if we want car buyers, insurers, and regulators all to embrace, sign off, and support this technology, which I believe is essential, vast societal benefits accrue to the development and adoption of true autonomy down the road. But I think you slow that progress, not advance it, by overpromising and over-marketing what we have available today. Okay, so let me come off my soapbox and sit down with you at the kitchen table, and let's talk about how you get this in a Tesla you're thinking of buying. Used to be you paid a $10,000 fee if your car didn't have this activated already, and that would unlock the full self-driving using hardware already in the car. It's kind of like a software unlock. You know, you might buy a basic version of a program, and then if you want the pro version, you pay a fee and it unlocks features. They're already on your machine. It just wasn't allowing you to use that code. In this case, you're accessing code and hardware in the car. You just had to pay to do so. $10,000 is a lot of money. So instead, Tesla says if you didn't already option full self-driving and don't have $10,000 laying around, you can now lease the feature, $199 per month. That works out well until you cross the 4-year and 2-month line, and now you're paying more than if you'd paid it as a lump sum. But a lot of folks aren't going to keep a Tesla more than 4 years. EVs are advancing rapidly. They tend to be flipped by a lot of folks in a relatively short number of years. The other hitch here is that Tesla also rather quietly announced that even though they said every Tesla since 2016 or 17 was going to be shipped with the full self-driving hardware standard, apparently that's not quite the case. There is a hardware upgrade that many owners of current models are going to have to pony up for at $1,500 additional to get the full self-driving unlock to work. Now, this applies to folks who already have a Tesla. If you were to buy one today and going forward, I assume the hardware is going to be all in there. But it's kind of a gotcha for a lot of people who bought a car and said the hardware is all there for full self-driving. Later on, we'll unlock it. No, the hardware is not entirely there, it turns out. And it's just one of those things where the optics aren't great, but that's how Tesla rolls sometimes. Okay, let's wrap it up now. Bottom line, Tesla full self-driving is not. It is level 2 automation, and it's very much in common with a few other automakers who've got similarly ambitious systems. Just know that. $10,000 one-time fee or $200 a month to access it on your car, and you may have to pay $1,500 one time on top of that to add some additional hardware depending on the model year of your Tesla and the configuration when it was shipped and how you optioned it. Now look, I'm no hater or massive doubter of vehicle automation. To me, it's the way things should be. We shouldn't be running around driving our cars with our minds distracted, snacking, looking at phones, being humanly fallible and screwing up all the time. The future of personal vehicles will have some of the professional, optimized, efficient operation of public transit combined with the flexibility of personal transportation that is always ready to solve my needs at a moment's notice. That's the nirvana tomorrow. To get there, we do need automation. Whether it's ever level 5, I don't know, but I can tell you this, it's not coming soon at that level. Focus on level 2 and know what it really is, regardless of what a car maker may call it.